guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to show you how to build a cheap and easy raised garden bed for square foot gardening. So I hope you stick around. Alright, so I'm going to build the box right here on the patio. It's nice and level. And we're going to build it at a 2x8 by 8. So the box total is going to be 4x8. We need 1, 2, 3 2x8 by 8. So one of these boards we're going to split in half, so we have 2 4-foot pieces for each of the ends. Okay, they're cut. So now we have 2 2x8 by 8 and 2 4-foot pieces of 2x8. So, all right, let's get them screwed together. We're going to use galvanized screws so they don't rust and anything like that. So let me grab the screws and we'll start putting this thing together. All right, we're going to put 3 screws in each board. So I'm going to drill pilot holes first so I don't split the wood, and then I'll run the screws down through it. We're going to use these galvanized 2.5-inch screws. We're going to run them in here. We're going to make sure this is nice and square first, and then we're going to sink them down in there. Put 3 in, just because I don't want it to worry about coming apart. I might even put an inside brace. But we'll see. Alrighty, there's one corner. I have to move the board down a little bit. It was a little bit unlevel right there. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I want it to be pretty flush. Alright, let's get the other board on. Here on this side. Alright. And the final 3 screws. Some people wonder why, you wouldn't just put your flower bed right into the ground. Well, for me, the main reason is that I live in Pennsylvania. So the soil here is very rocky. So pretty much every time I dig, I have to just fight through rocks. So I know if you establish a garden, you can remove the rocks, and then you won't have to worry about it year after year. Well, the thing is since I've been in this house, I've moved my garden around, depending on what I planted, year after year. so some stuff doesn't need as much sun. I don't have a huge garden, so this works out for just, you know, smaller areas, people who don't want to, you know, garden the whole yard, but they really like growing their own vegetables. So there you go, there's our box. All right, so here's the location of this bad boy. Believe it or not, she's sitting level right there. I have, those are just jarred plants over there. They bloom beautiful flowers all year long. And I have always done this. I know it's weird, but I put tomato plants and pepper plants right alongside my deck. I strap them up real nice, and I have always done it, so it is what it is. But over here, this year, I moved the box from up on the hill. I'll show you where it used to be. So up here used to be my vegetable garden. Now, this is my butterfly garden. So all these flowers bloom beautifully. Look at that. I was gone for the weekend, and I got squirrel and berry nut in there. And there you go. But anyway, that's a butterfly bush. All these are flower plants. So this is beautiful. I just did this last year. So it's be the second year for it. And it just fills with butterflies. I mean, you sit out here on that bench and it just fills with butterflies. So anyway, I lost the vegetable garden here. And again, this is the first year, so I am fighting the weeds something fierce right now. But I'll get it. It'll come. All right, so I just put down some wet leaves, some yard debris in there, just as a base. Take up some space in there. And then I'm gonna get some compost and some potting soil mix and some manure mix on there. And should be a pretty good growing bed. All right, I just got back from Home Depot. I've got 10 bags of just plain topsoil. I got 2 bags of the cow manure and 2 bags of compost, all for like $57. Also, in my wood over there, I have $29 worth of wood in there. And then I have those 2 bags of the potting mix. So I'm gonna mix all them in, and I'm gonna do this raised bed, filling it with dirt and soil and everything. It's well under $100, or under 100 anyway. So, all right, let me get things loaded up. Alright, so there's that good mix. That looks good. There's manure, compost, potting soil, topsoil, regular dirt, some yard debris in the very bottom. I'm just going to mix it up, see what I need, and go from there. That is some good rich soil right there. I added a little extra perlite to that too. Oh man, that's gonna grow good. All right, now we're gonna lay out for the square foot garden. So here's the easiest way to lay out for this square foot garden. Come off of this is a 4 foot by 8 foot, so every 1 foot, put a mark. You do the same on the bottom. And then you come up each side and do the same as well. We'll divide this in squares. 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot. Alrighty, I'll show you the next part. Alright, now on every mark, I'm just driving a nail. Alright, she's all the way around. Alright, we're going to take our twine, and we're just going to put a little loop in the end of this. And we're just going to hook it to our first nail. Tie this off. See the beginning of the grid? Now we're going to do the crisscross. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to tie a little knot in the end of here, put a loop, I mean. Like so. Man, these ants are bad in this box. Let it off. And I'll bring you in for a closer look. All right, there's our squares. They're evenly spaced for the square foot garden. I'm not going to go through all of the layout and all that stuff of what you should plant in the box. There's so many good books out that explain to you how to do the square foot garden, so I'm not going to do that. But this is just how you build it and how you lay it out. And again, some of the stuff I had, like the rope I had, the nails I had, but you're looking at about $100 for this 4x8 and a really good soil. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm going to start doing a little planting. These are some zucchinis. I'm going to space these out. I'm not following the rules with the zucchinis because I like them to be able to spread out. So I'm going to just dig right in the center of my X on this one. Put them in there. This is 2 plants. I'll thin them out later. and then we'll get some good zucchini plants growing here. So this is going to take up this whole section of this end right here, and I'm going to allow it to. Again, I'm not telling you how you plant yours. I think they even recommend you do 1 per foot. I don't do that. So anyway, so I know there's a lot of conflicting information, or opinions I should say, on this. So this is a regular pine wood. So what I did is I polyurethane the outside of it and the top lip of it, just because I basically like the way it looks. And I know some people will say that it leaches into your soil bed, but on further research, you can polyurethane a tabletop and then serve food on it and eat off the food. So I looked, and as long as you let it dry and cure properly, it can't leach into your food. So it is basically food grade safe. Now that's a polyurethane, so you just check out all the polyurethanes and make sure you get one that's good for tables and stuff like that. But that's what I have on this. Not on the inside, but on the outside. So anyway, I'm rambling on. This is my square foot garden. This is the cheap box, and I hope you got some information out of it. All right, I'm sweating, so let me water these and we'll call it a day. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you on the next one.